I'm not a big fan of turnips, and what can you really do with them apart from putting them into stews and maybe boiling them? Well, here's the answer. You can turn them into this dim sum dish, Lo Bak Go or turnip cake. It's a savoury rice cake with shredded turnip and meat pieces that is steamed and then fried. Here's how to make them. Soak the dried shiitake mushrooms and the dried shrimp in some lukewarm water for about 30 minutes. Now the vegetable to use in this recipe is a daikon, which is an Asian vegetable, and it looks like this. The vegetable that I have here, you may have noticed, is not a daikon. So don't worry if you can't get hold of one, because you can use turnips in this recipe. After all, it is called turnip cake. However, the vegetable that I ended up buying is not a turnip either, but a vegetable called a swede. It turns out that where I live, they use the name turnip to describe turnips and swedes interchangeably, and this is how I ended up with this vegetable. So regardless of whether you use a daikon, turnip or swede, it will still work in this recipe. If anybody gives you a problem about this, then send them around to me. To prepare the turnip, peel and grate it. Fill the pot with water and boil for 10 minutes. When cooked, drain but reserve a cupful of the cooking water. Then allow to cool. Take the mushrooms and dried shrimp that you rehydrated earlier and cut the mushrooms into small pieces. Chop up 1 Chinese sausage and 1 spring onion and add that to the mix as well. Fry the mixture for about 5 minutes. To make the batter for the turnip cakes, place the cooked turnips into a mixing bowl along with 1½ cups of rice flour. 1 teaspoon of cornstarch. 1 teaspoon of chicken powder. The cooked sausage and mushroom mixture, and season with some salt. Pour in the reserved turnip cooking stock and give it a good stir. The end mixture should end up having the consistency of thick wallpaper paste, so add in some more rice flour or water if required. Then pour the mixture into an oil-lined baking dish. Cook the mixture in a steam bath for 40 minutes. When cooked, allow it to cool and turn it out onto a plate or board. Slice it into square shapes that are about ½ an inch thick. And gently fry so that they get a golden coloured crust on the outside. Serve it immediately with some optional spring onions for garnish.